from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. And a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico in the booth with Greg Olson and Blake Grupe on the field to get this started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people actually true, Mike, for young rooks is just the speed. A lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On the play fake, here's Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the understand who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play. That's good for a Giants first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort Brate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
On the show read, the give to Tracy. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Latu there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Shotgun. It's the throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And the rookie gives him. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
Another Giants first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
That is caught. What a throw. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. His kick is good, and the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Colts nothing.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They are led out by the 6'4" quarterback. Out of Notre Dame, it's Riley Leonard.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what end him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Play action. Here is Leonard. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 17 yards, the gain there. That's good for a Colts first down.
And a Colts first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They go right back to Downs. He's got it again. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this, sure how you guard it.
Now he'll run it. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
19 more yards. That's another Colts first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And this one is caught by Pierce. And the Colts are going to be set up with first and goal. He is down at the 6.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he turns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
Third and goal. Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. Depends on, you have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
They're trying to answer that opening drive touchdown on the other side. So the offense stays out, and they go for it on 4th and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down. The Giants offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
So these, Mike, are the body runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's able to give him a little breathing room. He's got a 1st down up past the 15-yard line.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And they'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Kenny Moore there to make the play.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Taking off, he'll try to get there. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a 1st down.
18. And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The defense does a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver.
40-yard line.
And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing. Dart. Look wide. Get this one complete.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
3rd and 11. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but is taken down after a solid return. The Colts offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Here's a deep shot for Pierce. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On third and a couple, here's Leonard. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. And now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Dart. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Wan'Dale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time.
Brings up second and
It's second down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Motion man is Hyatt. A run here with Tracy on second down. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. It's the Giants leading this one early. More from MetLife Stadium after this. The Giants sending out their punter as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop before he can get any return cranked up. The Colts offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And nothing has come from these first two drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. In motion is Warren. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll get about 5. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. from just across the midfield stripe. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll fake the handoff, and here is Leonard. Open man downfield. It's Warren. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Leonard. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That one complete to Pierce. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. From the gun, here's Leonard. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
To throw once more, here's Leonard. That one too far over the end line. Overthrow, it is incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And now 3rd and goal coming up. To the air once more, Leonard. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Javon Holland.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On play action, it is Dart. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson.
Complete to Theo Johnson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Tracy. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle.
It's a gain of 2.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Giants.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
A play fake, now Dart. He'll get that complete right side, it's Bellinger. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this Pauler, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Open man is Robinson.
Complete to Rondale Robinson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 4. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Now Dart. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This a 42-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will extend to a 10-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Play action. Now it's Leonard. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
The RPO, that one is complete. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. A carry here for Tracy. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He has Hyatt complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
14 yards. And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Look over the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's Dart. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Brian Burns, he gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
To the air on 2nd down, here's Leonard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now Leonard. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Giants offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton.
Complete to Darius Slayton. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Dart. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
A gain of 12 yards.
12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, Giants.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 2nd and 2. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Dart. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds. Now a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. It's Darton. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Doolin. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. In motion is Warren. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Leonard. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
So as a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll give this one to Taylor, running right. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
They go right back to Taylor. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Leonard to throw here on 3rd and long. That is brought in. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Paulson Adebo on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he is going to have a Colts first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he will score! Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Colts are on the board. It's 10-7.
It's 10. Colts 7.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Dart. He takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. On the give, it's Tracy. He'll push forward for about a yard. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Dart. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson, to the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 48 yards.
Big-time play out of the G-men. A gain of 48.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Third and long, and Dart is going to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will extend their third-quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. There's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. Darius Muasala there on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 8. To throw is Leonard. Trying on the left side and caught by Pittman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
3. 3rd down, 3 to go. Leonard to throw. That's Warren. We saw throws like that on Saturdays in South Bend. The result, a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 14.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. Well, I was in a critical situation. There is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
16 more yards.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
A gain of 16
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
No gain on the play.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is fourth down.
Great work there defensively, Mike. You could tell they were onto that one from the start. They're able to hold him to a short gain on the keeper and force the fourth down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
There's so many elements of this play, Mike, that are just so impressive. Not only the ability to break tackles and make guys miss, but then the speed to say, okay, I can make guys miss, but I can also take it to the house. I mean, there's just not a lot of backs in the league that have that combination skill set. And fortunate for them, they've got one here, and he makes a big play here for a touchdown.
Groupie now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll run with Tracy. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Out of a gun, here comes Dart. Now he's just going to flip this forward. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
Really nice job by the secondary. It's clear the offense was trying to put some layers and take a deep shot to pick up this first down. But with nowhere to go, the quarterback's got no choice but to check the ball down. They do a great job tackling in space and keeps him short of the first down.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Colts offense about ready to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. On 1st down, Leonard. Catch made, that's Pittman. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards.
That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
So 31 yards on this play. A second big one in a row, and another first down.
Indianapolis.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll go again here with 10. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Brings up 2nd.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
In motion is Warren. Give up the middle to Taylor.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going. And now after going backwards, it's It's going to bring up 4th down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. A return now from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of shotgun. It's done. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. He'll look underneath here for Tracy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown. It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Throwing again, Dart. He'll step up and run.
These plays just kill you. Defense, the pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
The Giants sending out their punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Throwing on second down. Leonard. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
26 yards.
A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Colts first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First down, Colts.
Now a toss, running left, it's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
14 more yards.
Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
A gain of 14.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Brian Burns in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Leonard now on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and 7.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. pick up 2, out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. This one is caught by Robinson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
It's
A gain there of 11.
And
First down,
First
Giants.
down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And they smash him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
A 1-yard loss on the
Number
play.
1 rule of run
It's now
blocking for the
3rd
offensive
and
line
10.
is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Open man, that's Slayton. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Here's Dart. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Open man is Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
First down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best 1st down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their 2nd. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
The 14-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run here, and this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Now on 2nd and long. Throwing, Dart. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And this one really all over but the shouting. 1 timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.